Arc 3, Episode 8 of the DNR podcast is brought to you today by you lovely folks at patreon.com/DANDR. We'll be making major changes to our Patreon going forward in the new year, but right now we're getting your opinions on everything that we offer right now. If you want extra content for this episode and tons of others, swing on by patreon.com/DANDR today. Previously for Group C. After surviving a terrible storm at sea and almost losing 2 crew members, Eliwrath bravely plunged into the ocean to rescue both Zalu and Thorine. Sadly, their terrible day wasn't quite over yet, because as soon as the storm cleared, on the horizon, a pirate ship started making its way toward the glittering prize. And that's where we pick things up today. Let's do that thing! Where we go around the table and introduce ourselves. I'm Jason, I'm the Dungeon Master. Going around the table, starting with Lisa.
Hey, I'm Lisa, and I play Captain Eliwrath Beestinger, the Halfling Barbarian.
And Zach.
What's up? My name is Zach, and I play Avalan Bates, the Human Fighter.
And Mandy.
Hi guys, it's Mandy. I play Iris Hawker, the Human Cleric.
And Ryan.
Hey everyone, I'm Ryan, and I play Variis Alder, the Half-Elf Quartermaster.
And Jasper.
This is Jasper. I play Marrek, the other Human Cleric.
Without the boob window. Or with the boob window? I always get it confused.
It's, you know what, it just changes day to day. It's just like the weather with Marrek.
And Bree.
Hi, I'm Brianna Marie, and I play Klara Routhdale, the half-drow fighter.
Who will be marrying Thorine Opal Dawnstar eventually. Like, we're gonna make it happen.
Again, if I punch her in the nose and she talks normal and stops trying to kill us, sure.
She didn't... Okay, hold on. What if we make a compromise? What if she talked, quote-unquote, normal, except for every 60th word? So, again, in the throes of passion, you know, be like, oh, take me! And then, like, it would be...
That's 2
like,
words.
That, you're
two
right.
Words.
That's right. That's 2. But that'd be, yeah.
You know what? I'd agree to it just to hear you role play that.
I will do it.
Just sitting there, like, getting a counter for each word. So it's accurate.
Take my money!
Oh my god, guys. So, before we begin tonight, good luck to everyone. I have no idea what's about to happen, but I'm enthused. I'm ready. When we last left off, there was a pirate ship barreling down on you. You just got through this terrible storm. The ship took a beating. It was bad. So, Augie shouts down and tells you, oh, a pirate ship. What are we doing? What do you guys... What's the plan? Now, the ship has taken quite a bit of damage. The sails are in disrepair. You know, it's... You're not going to be moving as quickly as you would normally.
Panic.
Okay, good.
Okay, where is everyone? Because when we last left off, I believe everyone was kind of spread out. Has this...
Right.
Are we all together again?
Well, there was one specific thing happening, which was some people were jumping in the ocean to try to save people, and then everything sort of cleared up, and then, I mean, are we right at that moment, or is it a little bit after?
I would say, okay, let's set a scene. So, you got Iris running around trying to heal people and tend to the wounded here. You got 2 people who were just pulled out of the water. They're probably freezing and exhausted. You got Eliwrath, who just came out of the water. And after this torrential rain kind of slows down to a trickle, and you just have the gray overcast sky, the storm's mostly behind you, you get shouted at that there's pirates. So I would imagine the first thing everyone does is stand up and look to see how far they are away. Unless I'm guessing incorrectly.
I think that's true. The only thing I remember from last time is that I've got some stress dies to roll.
You are correct. And
Dang it.
we did come up with a compromise that you're just going to roll an extra stress die for
3?
3d4, sir.
Oh boy.
Here we go. Do you want to do them one at a time to really?
Yeah, I do. Good.
Okay, good.
Let me. So I want to set the scene a little bit too. So Marrek he overextended himself, right? He basically in this moment of heroism, honestly, from Eliwrath, but with just this idea that I'm not going to lose anybody. He basically pushed himself to some limits, and then a little bit beyond. So I imagine he's rough physically. So there's a 1.
Okay.
There's another 1.
Wow.
And there's a 2.
Holy shit.
Not bad.
Pretty good.
Okay.
All right.
Oof.
And then here's pirates.
Oh no.
Give me another stress die. No.
How far away would you say that the pirates are?
Why, that's an excellent question.
Oh no. Okay.
Give me a perception check.
Oh, why?
I was genuinely caught off guard. I don't know. What? There you go. 19. Razor sharp. They are closing in, but you have a few moments to do something. Ready people up and all that. Basically, if you were to prepare for a combat situation, you could totally do that. It's either that or evasive maneuvers.
Can we just go in another direction?
I was
quick?
gonna say, can the boat even handle an evasive maneuver?
The ship, everybody. It's not a boat.
Oh, excuse me. The ship. I should know that, being the captain.
You can absolutely start going in another direction, but you're going to be moving at half speed.
Oh, just from the damage?
Just from the damage, yes.
How many people or of the crew are down from wounds besides Doreen and?
Honestly, I would only say 2.
Is it just Doreen and them?
Therine and Zalu, yeah. I would say that those are the only 2 that are probably getting their bearings, and even after a few minutes, they'll be Zalu probably won't be out too long. Therine might be in a little bit of shell shock. I don't know how useful she's going to be, but Zalu's tough.
Okay. I think could we probably? Okay. So here's what I'm thinking. Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't know what was happening.
Oh, sorry. I was loading up a map for you guys, just in case, just to give you some visual aids.
The glittering. Oh, what a name! The Bloody Rift. That's encouraging. Okay. So if we were to come about, using my ship speak, if we were to come about, what would be the best direction to go? Because I feel like a combination of the 2 would probably be best. Get ready, but then also begin to take evasive maneuver,
Yeah.
Unless you guys have a better idea. Because that's Eliwrath is fuck, get out of the way, but then also prepare.
No, you got it, Captain.
Yeah, and Variis being right there with you, I think it would be kind of that spot where eye contact and kind of have that conversation without really speaking. And he would be nodding his head. That's definitely the way to go.
Okay.
And then he's going to take off to go do something real quick.
Okay. So she'd probably shout up or shout out to the crew, just I don't know if would she have picked up enough ship speak to, yell out, "Come about, get ready,"
I wouldn't see why not. That's
okay. Then she'd probably do that, just yell "Come about, prepare yourselves" or something. Yeah,
you'd probably hear that bell up top in the crow's nest going off too, ding ding ding, they're it's basically like, let's go, holy shit. So, all right. In a combat situation, there's going to be a lot of things happening. Because obviously, the ship itself is one unit. Now, the ship doesn't operate without all of you doing your job. So while the ship itself gets a turn, quote unquote, it's all of you working together to do things. Think of it as a giant marionette. And you guys are all operating things like, okay, someone's got to be steering the ship. Someone's got to be working the sails. Someone's got to be loading weapons. There's a lot of things going on. But for simplicity's sake, we're mostly going to be acknowledging the Glittering Prize and the Bloody Rift, which is the ship coming at you. So, when you say come about, what direction are you trying to go in?
That's the thing. Are they coming at us? Would they approach us on the broadside like that?
They're pretty far out, but so far they're to the northeast of you.
Mm-hmm. And we're sailing. Well, okay. Well, the stupid thing to do would be to turn northeast and go headway into them.
It's a ballsy play.
Yeah, it would be pretty ballsy, actually. Do we have a battering ram?
You know, we never rolled for it. You know what I'm going to do for you? Because we never rolled for it, there are a myriad of different accoutrements that you can have at the head of the ship. I'm going to let you roll a flat d20, and we're going to see what we can hook you up with. Because it might be nothing.
All right. Or it could be something.
Could be something.
Yeah. Oh.
So this would probably be... So you'd probably have like a ram's head at the head of the ship. Supported by a series of pulleys. So basically, it would be like a battering ram almost. Like you can, like it's right to the front of the ship, so you can definitely try to plow into somebody with that, and you'd probably do a hell of a lot of damage. The problem is, your ship's constitution isn't amazing. So once you get past that point and something rubs against the side of your ship, Klara's going to be very busy.
Okay. Knowing that, I guess she'd probably try to... Okay, sorry. Before, one more thing. Where are the cannons? Are they along the sides, or are they kind of like all over, like even on either end?
You have a ballista at the front of the ship, a ballista at the back of the ship, and one cannon called Old Blasty on the side. It would be Blasty. Yeah, it'd be on your right-hand side. Or...
Okay.
Port is left, right? Yeah.
Starboard.
Wait. Starboard would be right.
Correct. Isn't that what you're saying? Okay.
Yes. I'm trying.
Okay. No, so I was like, wait a minute. Okay. So, I guess the only thing I can think of is if we're trying to come about, then probably turning, if the direction we're heading right now is due north, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then probably trying to come about, north, like west by northwest, maybe? So, like, not quite a 90-degree turn, but maybe like a 45, so that we're, like, angling away, and then also presenting them with our stronger defensive side.
Sure. Is that the order you want to give?
Oh, my God.
You're the captain.
I hate this. Probably, I mean, because it's not like we're fast enough to stay the course and kind of outrun them, which would make them turn around themselves, correct? They're gonna run into us.
They're gonna approach you at the very least, yeah.
Yeah, then she'd probably just angle actually, like, just enough so that we won't present, like, the full broadside to them.
Okay.
You know, smaller target or something, make it harder for them to board.
Totally. So, your max speed, right now, is about 80 feet per round. So, that's not amazing, but it's not terrible either. Like, it's just...
Okay.
Just what you got. So, let's start turning you. So every time you start to turn, it's a little different, obviously, using a ship because there's momentum and there's all this. So we're going to start turning you. What's the order you give everybody? Like, what do you say to inspire them?
My last inspirational speech was so great. I don't know why we wouldn't want to do it again. Okay. Just probably, like, if we hear that bell ringing, she'll probably look to Variis first before he sprints off to do his thing, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And then she'll, they'll kind of nod or whatever, and then she'll yell, oh, gosh. I'm trying to think of how she would describe it, because I know how I would using my words, but her words are different. Yeah, she'd probably just yell out like, I don't know, something along the lines of, come about, slight left turn, get ready.
Love it.
Yeah, sorry, it's super inspirational.
Simple and to the point.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Not that much. It's like a
around.
I think everyone realized that, like, at a different time that we could do that. And we're all trying very hard not to, because we understand it's important.
So.
Something like that.
Okay. So that's what we're going to do. Now, that's essentially your turn right now.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to go down the list.
The battle stations. Damn it! That's what I was trying to think of. That's Lisa being stupid, not Eliwrath.
Not stupid.
Dang it.
So let's get... you know what? Let's do this. Boop. So you are currently 220 feet away. So they're going to close the gap a bit here. And maybe they're guessing that you're trying to run? I would think that they're guessing, oh, they're just running. Like, they're not... They took too much of a beating from that storm to put up a fight. And you probably don't look like a ship that's itching for combat. Do you know? Like... Mm-hmm. So, your turn again. So here's what I want to do. I want to go around the ship and see what everyone's doing. So, what's Marrek doing right this minute?
First thing Marrek would be doing is, after making sure, well, certainly Eliwrath and, what's our friend's name? Our shipmate's name? The lion folk?
Zalu.
So, assuming they're all fine, I think he would actually try to take care of Thureen, because that was the limit of where he was trying to go. Was like, I've got to make sure we're not losing anybody, right? So he's gonna try to take care of her and take her to Iris for whatever might be needed. The only other thing that he would be doing once he got kind of a quick bead on what's happening with the pirate ship at all, he's just going to look back and see if he can even possibly see the Royals ship in the coming from the other direction.
Give me... Yeah, you know what? Give me a perception.
Just trying to, get an idea here.
Yeah.
6.
Oof. You can see them on the horizon. They're a little closer than that, but, like, they're probably still dealing with the storm that you guys just got done with.
All right. They're not, like, coming up fast or anything like that. We're not anywhere close. They're not anywhere close to us. That's fine. That's what Marrek's just trying to get an idea of, like, hang on, what are we playing with here and what's possible. In the meantime, he's really trying to focus on taking care of Thureen, just because she was in super traumatic water situation here and trying to get her to Iris.
Okay. So, let me ask you a question there, Bree. Since you're dealing with a lot of the below deck stuff, would after you hear this bell, you hear Eliwrath calling out to take evasive maneuvers, would this be a thing where you'd kind of take it on yourself? It's like, oh, we might want to start getting weapons ready.
Yeah, I would assume so.
Well, I didn't want to jump to conclusions.
Yeah, no. I know that Old Blasty was fixed on some level.
Yes.
I'm trying to remember. I wrote down the roll that I made on Old Blasty, but it wasn't bad. From what I understand, it also wasn't good. I can't remember.
Totally not bad.
Yeah. But yeah, she would be probably trying to delegate to whoever is helping, like, okay, you go patch this, you go do this, I'm gonna fix Old Blasty up, just doing her best.
Got it. Okay. So, everyone else, I'm imagining, you got Iris tending to the wounded, you got Eliwrath. So I'm imagining Variis is next to Eliwrath, kind of keeping an eye on things. You don't really need to chart a course at this minute. It's very immediate.
Well, that's why he initially tried to run off. So I actually have a question.
Hit me.
So 120 feet for this ship, as far as the space between them, that's extremely close when it comes to ships of any size. So there's not a lot of timing that we're going to have. What does our arms look like, as far as, do people carry, knives on them? Do they have any sort of martial weapons at all? Or is everyone carrying like hand crossbows? What does that look like for our crew?
I would imagine, and this is part of being at sea, that it's the same. It's the same mentality as you guys out adventuring, just on the road. Have your weapons with you. Have your it's your uniform, right? Like, you might not need it. You might not see another ship for the entire journey, but it's nice to have it in case something happens. Because it's not just other ships, but there's, a fucking tentacle could come up on board, and you have to deal with that. Like, it's nice to have weapons.
Okay. Then I am going to go down below deck for just a little bit to help grab some extra weapons and bring them up. For the sole sake of, we just got done with the storm. Everybody just got shook up a lot. There's bound to have been a person or two that lost their weapon in all of that chaos. I also don't want somebody to get disarmed and go, oh, well, now I'm screwed. So his intention is to go down deck, get what he can, and then come back up, and then just kind of put that in a universal area. And then immediately go to Old Blasty. All
right. So it's probably good that you guys got a couple people down below just in case. Okay. So, is anyone else in a special spot or trying to do something that you feel is necessary that might be out of the norm?
I just feel like Avalan's doing like as much as the little stuff as he can. He's like, I know we have the weapons under control. He's like doing the very like minute things that people aren't thinking about. He's trying to pick up some of the slack. So, like, whatever needs to be done. He's so new to this whole ship process that he's really struggling on what to do.
Here's what I'm going to do. So we got you guys here. It is the Glittering Prize's turn. Now, at the very least, we know that, people are manning Old Blasty. I don't know exactly who would be on the ballistas up top, but we do know that if Eliwrath called it, you guys could fire. Is there anything you'd like to do? Like, which direction do you want to keep moving in the northwest?
I think so. I think for right now, I know that she's not going to get very far, but my idea... Oh, wow. That really only is 120 feet? Shoot, that's within long range of a bow, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like a longbow, yeah.
Yeah. It's too bad we can't put a note on there and say it's back the fuck off and shoot it into their mast or something. Sorry, that's dumb. I was trying to think. So, if they keep going, my idea... Yeah, I guess stay the course and just man the battle stations and then just everybody get ready, and then she'd probably... I don't know. Probably talk to Yarly. Ask him how, are they going to try to board us or what? And she's going to be, holding her flail from wherever she stashed it.
Just throw it at him.
Well, no, it's magical now.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, you gotta keep
She's
it.
gonna throw herself with it.
Okay. In the midst of all this, right? He's going to be looking. He's going to be looking over to this ship. I'd imagine so.
Then she's probably gonna like grip her flail even tighter and just say something like, "Well, let's make them pay for it." And she's just gonna like have like a grim look on her face. She's like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna fight him. I don't even care."
I'm going to fight him.
She doesn't know what else to do. It's clear they
No.
can't outrun him, so she's like, "Fuck it, I'm not gonna make it easy.
That's just my favorite. I'm going to fight him.
I'm gonna fight him." That's Eliwrath.
That's
After a second, you would get Variis screaming up. It was like a Captain. Are we allowed to fire?
Would we be out of range if we moved forward that 80 feet?
so let me tell you what do you know your range for the cannon?
No, not off the top of my head.
Well, let's do that then. So,
Okay.
if you're firing a standard cannonball,
Okay.
it's 600 by 2,400 feet.
Oh,
So
shit.
600, you're well within range.
Oh,
Anything,
okay.
yeah, so 24.
I thought we were like too close. I was like, damn it.
Oh.
Oh, then she'll probably look at Yarly after she hears that. Oh. Actually, I would like to address Klara's question in the chat first.
Let's do it.
It was a joke. How does Theria feel about the pirate code? Is parlay a rule or just a guideline?
Just a guideline, really.
Okay.
If one of you says parlay.
I would not count on mercy being something that, yeah.
All right, Barbosa.
All right, fine.
I'd
Then-
also say, like, none of us are seafaring people necessarily.
Clark could have read
and
it
it's
in
just
her
like
book. She might have.
that's
She
maybe
read
true.
lots of
Yeah,
things.
I'm just saying. Mara could be like, code. What? I don't know.
If
Then
there
yeah.
was, I think Variis would have heard about it from just kind of living
Reading.
That's true. Yeah.
aside.
That's fair. Like, that's, I mean, here's the thing. Pirates are individuals just like anybody else. Some of them may only want to rob rich ships. Some of them may be a real slash and burn type. Maybe,
Some are good pirates. Some are good pirates who
here.
give you things.
Yeah. Reverse
We've got
pirates,
extra
they call
gold.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bizarro pirates.
Can you imagine, like, pirates just flagging you down, boarding your ship, and just handing you gold?
We've got extra food. Here are some provisions for ye.
Arr, here's a back rub.
Here's
They
some
just, like-
oranges. Scurvy be bad.
They started setting
That's
up
where the
massage
jellyfish
tables.
massage came from.
True.
Ew.
Oh.
That's not a massage. All right.
Yeah. She'd probably look at Yarly and give a grin, right? Fuck it, we're here. And she'd yell, "Fire!
Oh, Jesus God. Okay.
It's happening."
Woo!
Ooh.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, here we go.
Do it.
I also, Lisa, wants Marrek to fireball that ship, but that is just me.
Yeah,
I think that would be great.
I have a plan.
So
Let's see how this goes.
Yeah, let's see how this goes. So
Sure as hell hope that cannon works properly.
let's move you to where you're going to be.
Okay.
Boop. So, da-da-da.
That animation, though.
Yeah.
Just slowly
It
moving.
was super slow.
Is this... so, I'm imagining Klara's down there rallying people, probably making some repairs on the fly, so what I'm going to do is have Klara roll for that in just a moment while this is all going on, because it's needed. And it sounds like Variis is going to try and fire this cannon.
Yep, he's gonna attempt.
Are you proficient with cannon?
Um,
I don't know how that works, to be honest. Let's see.
he's been on the. I'm sure that someone at some point was like, "All right, look, this is how you fire the cannon. You do this, then you do this, then you do this. All right, on to the next part of the tour. Here's how you fire the ballista.
Yeah, I'm gonna say.
Efficient though.
I'm gonna say. Here's what we're gonna do. Let's add a +1 and your dex mod to the D20 roll, because it's not an exact science. For one, it's a goddamn cannon. Like, it's crazy, massive, powerful, but it's a little difficult to judge. So let's do it.
Fair point. So pretty much a dex ability with a +1.
Yes.
10.
Okay. So, boom! Old Blasty is going to fire and roll back due to the force here. Do me a favor, give me a D100.
Oh.
Oh my.
Oh, we're fine. That's a 77. We're fine. Anything 10 or lower, and the cannon's going to backfire.
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a risk. So, blam! This cannon's going to go off. It's deafening. It is just massive, and it's going to sail to the left of this ship and splash into the water next to them as they're continuing to race forward.
Warning shot.
It's right across their bow.
Yes.
Not really, though. It's to the left a little.
Close enough.
Right across their port.
I believe in terminology Ryan would understand. You sliced it.
Yeah.
It's golfing term. Yeah. All right. Let's. Brie, let's try and repair this ship.
Okay.
So I imagine you probably got a couple of people down there with you. Maybe Zalu is up and about and moving around at this point, and you guys are just nails and boards and hammers and just trying to keep the ship from falling apart. So, good lord. Let's do this. Let's have you get ready and do you have your ship's tools and your skills?
Let me check in my skills. Ship's tools. I have carpenter's tools, yes.
Yes, boom. Give me a roll, please.
Hell yeah. Ooh, that just went up because of my strength.
Oh, very good. Okay. Give me a 1d4 plus your strength, please.
Okay, so my strength is 4. 1d4?
Yep.
Boop. 7.
So we're going to give you 7 hit points back.
Oh, wait, doesn't that make it an even 50 now?
Yes.
Oh, guys, that really
It's gonna be
satisfies me. Such an even number.
Oh boy. Are you guys ready? It's their turn. All right.
I'm just now realizing the consequences of that warning shot.
That's what it was, right? It was just a warning shot. That
Just
was
a warning shot.
intentional.
Yeah.
Don't come close.
Don't come close.
Did the other two ballistas fire, or was it just Old Blasty?
I think just Old Blasty.
I think it was Old Blasty that time. I'll give you guys an option. Do you want to fire the ballistas too?
To our captain.
Yeah, that's a tap.
No.
Okay.
Just because you yelled up specifically about the cannon.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like that, would have been
Well,
it.
here's the thing. When you fire a weapon, it takes a round to reload it. So now you have backup weapons while you're reloading the cannon.
That's my plan all along.
That's a brilliant plan, Captain. That's just good stuff.
Thanks.
So, this ship is going to start to turn a bit, and they're going to start to drift to the starboard, and they're going to come up to about here, and they're going to have their broadside facing you.
Damn it.
Oh no.
Well,
Rude.
And you're going to hear 2 cannons go off.
No.
So
Sorry,
everyone,
guys.
cross your fingers.
I'm
So-
sorry.
Well, we don't know. Why are you sorry? We don't know what's going to happen yet. So there are two different people firing. One of them is a bit of a crack shot. The other one is absolutely not. So let's start with the absolutely not. They have a +2 to their their D20 roll. Holy shit.
Well,
Okay. Yeah.
21!
Well,
Oh my god. Okay. The other one is a bit of a crack shot. And... Oh, Jesus God.
do we have dinghies on the side of the boat just in case? I'm just asking.
Well, there's a number of things you can do in this case, so that's 21 and 22. They're both going to hit. Jesus God. Okay.
do we have a cockboat, which is one of the boats that is upside down in the center of the ship? It's a cockboat.
I didn't know that.
This is like, just to explain the situation in layman's terms, it's like Rocky just got his ass beat for like 9 rounds, and he won the fight. Then like a new opponent just stepped in the ring.
Yeah.
We are really hurt, guys. We could go down.
Well,
Yep.
let's see where this is going. So, oh boy. There's so many moving pieces here. Here's what I want to do. I want to bring up the ship's anatomy to you guys. Hold on a second. I'm going to give you guys a diagram so you can see. All right. Here we go.
I'm nervous.
Yeah, because this...
We got this.
So, 2 cannonballs are racing toward the ship, and what I'm going to have the captain do...
Why?
I need you to roll a D4 for me.
Okay. Just one?
1 for now.
Yeet.
1.
Did we want higher...
Well, okay. There are 4 layers to your ship.
Oh, no.
Now-
Okay.
Where this cannonball is about to land
God damn
is
it.
very much based. So we're hitting you know what? Let's do this. And okay, we're hitting the forecastle of the ship. So that's the top front. And no one's standing there. Yay. I mean, no one that we're labeling, but that's where one of your ballistas is. So that could be a problem. So I'm going to get ready and roll damage for this. Sheesh, what was the damage on this cannonball again? Oh my god.
1d4. I just rolled it. It's 1.
8d10.
What? Are you kidding?
It's a cannonball!
Okay. Alright. And we got hit by 2 of those?
27 damage.
We got lucky.
That's 1.
That's 1, yeah.
Would have been a lot worse.
Let's see here. Hold on a second. Oh my god. Ship weapons, ballista. How many hit points does your ballista have?
100.
30. So this is the part where there's tons of moving parts. So this you're going to hear this just a and the first cannonball is going to land right here next to your ballista, and it's going to there's going to be like some ship shrapnel and stuff just blam! Big old crater right where this ballista is, and it's hanging on by a thread. There are 3 hit points left on this ballista. Every component on your ship has hit points.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Oh.
The 27 damage from the cannonball, is that all going to the ballista, or is it the ballista and the ship?
Nope, ballista.
Okay.
Oh, thank God.
Yes, it's not as bad as it
like,
sounds.
I think we all assumed that was the ship, and it's like, oh, if it's going to hit us twice, we're just going to sink.
Well, it depends on where. It depends on where it goes. So,
fair.
every component of your ship has hit points, right? So the problem is now that your ballista is going to fire like shit. That one, and
I'll take it. Yeah. I'll take it. I'd rather have that in the hole in the hole.
Yeah. I think it's only fair. Klara, give me a D4.
I don't like that,
Well, I'm sorry.
but I don't like it.
The higher the number, the lower it goes.
Okay, so
You
I
don't-
want...
You want high.
I want it to be low?
Well,
The higher
We
the
start at
number,
the
the
top.
lower it goes. I want it to be high?
okay. Let me explain.
Yeah, help me.
The top of the ship, the forecastle and the quarterdeck, is 1. Main deck is 2. Lower deck is 3. The hold is 4.
Okay. So I want it to be a 1, 2, or 3, right? Because wouldn't it be worse if it hit below?
I would avoid a 3 or a 4.
Okay, alright. So I do want low numbers.
Yes.
Okay. Now that I know that... I don't have inspiration or anything. Okay, here. Motherfucker!
4. Oof.
Sorry, guys.
It's all right. It's all right. We
It's
got this.
okay.
Alright.
No, it's not you. It's not your fault. It's...
This adventure. This is what makes it exciting. God.
Who can't swim again?
Oh, shit.
Oh.
The person in the hole.
Okay.
Oh.
Whew, baby. Okay, here we go. Here's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hup! Holy shit!
Well, that's you're right, Ryan. We did get lucky that one time. I see what you mean.
Yep, I tried to tell you.
53 damage. Now here's what we're going to do. Because Jesus, we got to do a few things. So here's a big nasty secret about cannonballs. Cannonballs don't really kill people. The odds of a cannonball striking you are fairly insignificant. It's the ship tearing itself apart and essentially becomes like a hand grenade. It's all shrapnel. It's all wooden bits that pierce skin and flesh and organs. That's where you get problems. Now, the fact that this is such a massive strike to the side of your ship in the hold, blam! Klara's standing right there. I think we gotta roll for shrapnel. Does that sound fair?
I have a question.
Sure.
Is the hold below the surface of the water?
The way the ship is laid out, yes. Like there's a... So, okay. Oh, go
I
ahead.
was just gonna say, wouldn't the cannonball, like, hitting the water slow the momentum to kind of negate some of that damage?
That's a valid question.
Good God. Okay. Look, here's where we're gonna... Okay, let's take a step back and remember, I am no sailor.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the hold of the
Elise
ship...
is a water nerd.
That's true, but not a boat nerd.
Yes.
Now, the way the ship is laid out, obviously the hold isn't ground level in that if you were to drop something and it falls through, water springs out. Like there's a cavity beneath. So it's not, I would say you're right on the edge because the hold is just below your cannons and stuff like that. A lot of your cargo goes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I would say it's right on the cusp.
Okay. So water isn't going to pour in through this hole.
Oh, it absolutely is.
Okay.
Well,
So wouldn't the damage be because of the water?
My God.
Do the physics, Jason.
We got the water to deal with.
Okay, you know what? Here's what we'll do. I'll shave off 2 damage, and I'll just take that and put it into the shrapnel. So let's take the 2, let's take 5 and 7 off of that. So, boom.
For a second, I thought you meant actually 2 damage, and I was like, well, that just seems like a dick move.
that's what I see. I was like, oh, 51 instead of 53? That's so generous.
So,
All right, so how much damage to the ship now?
46. So, the ship has 4 hit points left, hull-wise. You are in trouble. Now, let's get to that in a minute, because we have to do shrapnel.
Yes.
So here's what I'm going to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 d12s. Boom. 18 damage. So
Okay.
that's to you.
I was like, don't I get to make a dexterity save? But it's fine. It's cool. It makes sense.
No, not for this. This is just like, imagine a big chunk of this wall's just gone. This isn't something you could see coming. It's just you're working and all of a sudden, boom. You know what I
Gotcha.
mean?
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it's fair.
So 18 damage to Klara, which leaves Klara at. Did you give yourself 18?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was about to say
did it.
I didn't
did it
remember
to me.
doing
I have
that.
26 hit points left.
Okay, so I would imagine there's this stunned ringing, just like, oh, Jesus, like you're trying to get your bearings, and water's just going to start pouring into this hold. Now, I'm going to roll. We already know that there are people down below. There are only 15 crew members on this ship. So I'm going to have you roll a d6 to see how many people are down below right now. You can't roll below a 1. Obviously.
Who?
Sorry, Klara.
Oh. Okay, wait, repeat?
Roll me a d6.
Okay. And that's how many people are?
Yep.
Okay. Ah, motherfucker.
That's a 1. Okay, well, you and, let's say, Zalu are down below. Zalu's having a bad day.
Oh, no, just always in the wrong place.
Jesus. So, boom, big explosion. You're taking on water, and I'm imagining it's just, holy shit. Let's patch something up. Let's just try, right? Mm-hmm. So the ship only has so many hull dice, just like a person has hit dice. After a while, you run out of wood on the ship that you can use to patch things with. You're out of patching stuff. So you guys still have a decent amount of hull dice, but it's just going to be trying your best to keep the ship afloat now.
I've been doing a little research in how you patch holes in battle situations.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like they would just pound the holes filled with whatever they had on hand. Specifically, like old rope was often used to fill the hole in the meantime. And then there were other actions they would take after the fact. Like this was like, okay, keep us afloat for now. And then after the fact, they'd fix it for real with like canvas sling and stuff.
Right. It's just don't sink right
exactly.
now. Your
right now,
prime.
Just don't sink.
Yeah. Jesus. So the good news is, at least they gotta reload their cannons.
If they only have the 2.
That's true. So it's your guys' turn. It's the glittering prize. You are up. You have an emergency situation, Captain.
I just trained on this today.
Oh no.
No, I'm just saying, like Lisa did. I was like, emergency response. I just trained on this today. I'm dying. Okay. Okay. So we can tell that well, obviously we can see the damage done to the forecastle. And we heard the damage to the hold. She would, I don't know. How did they get any closer? 120 feet. Okay. I guess the only option she would have would be to either like try to fight back or try to what is it? Fix the hole, you know what I mean? Or try to.
Mm-hmm.
So she'd probably, how big would, well, I don't know. There's probably no way for Eliwrath to know that. How big the hole would be.
You can order crew members to go below deck.
That's what I was thinking, was like she'd probably order like a couple of them to go below deck, right?
Mm-hmm.
Avalan's pretty available. He's
okay, yeah.
ready to go.
She'd probably shout at Avalan to go look at that, and then maybe one other crew person. Maybe not Yarly, but, you know, another crew member whose name Lisa doesn't know.
Sure. So, okay, people are going to run below deck and try to help Klara out because it's fucked. Like everything's everything's on fire. It's terrible.
Okay. She'd probably actually turn to Yarly and ask like how much damage ballistas do, or that thing. She'll point at it.
So, here's the cool thing about ballistas. Now, a ballista is probably much more likely to actually hurt crew members, but you could do all kinds of stuff. So, a ballista is a massive crossbow that fires heavy bolts. Before it can be fired, it must be loaded, named, blah, 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 blah. Now, there are 2 sets of ammunition for this. There's your standard bolt, and then there's your flaming bolt.
Ooh, okay.
Just a thought.
That would be a great thought. While Lisa is mulling this over, does anybody else have anything else that they want to do right now?
I think Iris, because she hears the crunching in 2 different locations, but she knows that Klara went down below because she probably saw her just sprint, go, just getting down there. I'm just like, oh shit. And then so she's going to run down there and see just, things shredded, and that they're, even though they got, I'm sure she has pieces of wood all in her, and just like, holy fuck, as they're trying to patch the hole of the water. So can I cure them?
Hell yeah, go.
Okay. How bad is Zalu also?
Zalu's fine for now. I think Klara's the...
Okay. Then, yeah, I'm going to cure... how do I... Okay, I'm targeting Klara. I'm going to cast Cure Wounds at level 2. What does adding another level? Adds another d8. So I'm just going to do a d8 first, and then add that to... Oh, what a mother... Okay, and then... So...
And the 2.
And then here's the 2. Boom. Oh, Mof. So I heal her for 7. Yeah.
Oh, God. Okay, well.
That was a great use of a second level Cure Wounds. Haha.
Well, okay, that's a 7, though. 7 she didn't have. Oh, boy. So...
Okay. I'm gonna... Marrek's gonna run up to the main deck.
Okay.
If Iris is gonna go down, he's gonna go up to sort of figure out what's going on. I mean, basically all of this is happening in an instant of like one blast and then 2 more things happening. It's like, what the... All right. Run up to the very, very top and basically just look around just to see what's going on with the ship. I imagine he would probably be able to see Eliwrath on the quarterdeck. If so,
Yes, sorry, I was muted.
I mean, assuming that all that's fine, just a quick run up the steps to the main deck. I mean, fuck it. He's gonna look at Eliwrath and he's gonna kind of shrug, like, huh? Like, you want me to do something?
Sure. She probably, if there's nobody manning the ballista, she'd probably point over at that and just say something like, "Let him have it."
Okay.
I'm sorry, I don't know what else she would think to do other than keep fighting, because that's her mentality, is like, go down swinging. And I don't know.
If I may make a suggestion.
Thank you, please do.
Well, you do have people up here. I mean, the one ballista's not doing so hot, but the other one's working just fine.
Mm-hmm.
You do have ammunition for flaming shots if you wanted to. I wouldn't say necessarily that Marrek is the best choice.
Okay.
However, Marrek is a spellcaster.
Well,
Okay.
that's kind of what I was...
Sorry, so I was like, I didn't know what
There's
you
a
meant
lot
by
going
that.
on.
I didn't know
Yeah.
what you meant by that.
Marrek's like, I can try something. He's basically
would she
looking
know
for
that you
captain
have
approval.
fire?
No, but he's looking at like
Oh yeah.
if
If you put it like that, like, hey, can I try something? She'd be like, yes, like, go.
okay, all right.
Sorry.
No. I'm gonna try it. Yeah, I wasn't articulating very well, and I'm also super stopped up. Probably can't understand me. I mean, Marrek can cast Fireball, and it's a big wooden thing stuck together with flammable stuff.
Yes.
I mean, let's put an end to it and see if it happens.
Let's do it. I believe
Do you
in
want the ballistas to fire as well?
Not yet.
Okay. I'm also imagining that you're reloading that cannon.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I'm
Kind of
reloading it with a chain shot.
Okay. All right. Marrek.
Okay, well, Marrek's going to grab a couple of components from his pouches. He's going to take some black guano and a bit of sulfur powder, and he's going to squish them between his hands, and
Gross.
then he's going to speak a very, very short incantation, point his finger, and just from a single finger, there's going to be a bright streak that flashes over, and he's going to be choosing a point directly in the middle of the main deck on the pirate ship.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see if there's an explosion of flame. I mean, effectively, this is, within a 20-foot square, it's going to be bad for anybody standing there. And then after that, it's a matter of whether things catch on fire. So basically, it's a bunch of damage on a failed save or on a successful one. So,
all right.
And it kind of just happens. It's instantaneous. The only other thing is a deck save on the ship, which I'm assuming that ships aren't very dexterous.
Well, it depends on the ship. Like, it's not, So let's see. Deck save. Boop. Oof. That's a 4. It rolled a 4.
Great.
Beautiful.
Now, the only other issue would be to see if there were any people in that particular, on the main deck within that 20-foot radius to see if they would have to deal with anything.
So this ship is 60 feet long and 30 feet wide.
Okay, so pretty much everything on the main deck.
Yeah, it's not good. I would say at least 2 or 3 people are going to get caught up in this. So first and foremost, let's worry about their ship. How much damage is this?
On a failed save, it would be 8d6 fire damage. Yeah, not great.
Not great. So 1, 4, 2, 1, 6, 3, 1, 5. So, could have been better. Yeah.
I'm not worried about damage.
There was a 6 in there.
I'm not
worried about... There was a 6 and a 5 and a 4.
I'm truly not worried about initial damage. I'm worried about...
Burning.
Yes.
According to thepirateempire.blogspot.com, burning is not good for ships.
It's true.
Also, guys, in the future, if we're going to get into a fight, we should wet down our sails. Because that's what
I like
to
think
do.
that Augie is up there just pissing on the sails in preparation.
Oh, no! Nice.
He can, if you want him to.
Also, Lisa was kind enough to add up all those numbers for us. It is 23.
Sorry, I was trying. I was like, this could be...
Mm-hmm. Oh, boy.
Now, it as a fireball spell, it spreads around corners. It ignites anything that's any flammable objects in the area that aren't being worn or carried.
Ship.
It's not like maybe. It's sort of like it does. It ignites anything that's flammable. Now, that doesn't mean it's going to burn to a cinder, but it does mean that there's going to be something going on.
Yeah, no, they have a problem. So that's something for them to deal with.
Jasper.
Yes.
Is that a one-shot, or could you do that again if it goes out?
I could do it again.
Cool.
Oh, boy. All right. The Bloody Rift's turn. Oh, wait. Let's roll for repair.
Oh, please, yes.
So you got 4 people down below now, if my math is correct.
Okay, that's cool. I like that.
Okay. I couldn't tell if you were being sarcastic.
No. I'm just dead inside. No, I'm joking.
Aww.
I'm joking. I'm taking this very well. It's all going well.
Here's what I want you to do. Roll with your carpenter's tools again, please.
Okay.
You got to beat a 10.
Okay. Skills. There it is. Whoop, there. Got to beat a 10?
Got to beat a 10.
Okay. Go. 20.
20 will do it. Roll 4d4.
44.
Yep.
That's d6s. Wouldn't that be great? Okay. Holy fuck. Really? Alright, 6.
6 is better than nothing. We'll take it.
It is. Yep.
True.
3 ones were in that, guys. 3 of them.
You guys are having a rough night. The Bloody Rift. Well, now they got a problem to deal with, so their crew a good chunk of their crew is going to be trying to put this fire out, and I'll save against fire in just a little bit. But right now, we're going to give them another D6 of damage. 5 more damage to the Bloody Rift. Well, they have a choice to make. You know what? Yep, okay. They're going to load their ballistas.
Rude. Why? We didn't fire ballistas.
There's no Geneva Convention. Once fireballs are in. All right, here's oh boy, howdy. So again, they have someone who's not a very good shot and someone who's a crack shot. Are we ready? So one of these is going to be a standard bolt. The first one's a standard bolt. If it were to hit. 19 will hit. Shit. Mm-hmm. The other one's a bit of a crack shot. Here we go. 12 will miss.
Yay.
All right, so this is only going to be a standard bolt. Mandy, do me a favor. Give me a D4.
A D4? I can do that.
D4. Do that.
Boom.
Damn it.
Son of a bitch!
Mulligan.
That's a 4. We're going to hit the hold again.
Sorry, guys.
All right, here we go. 3d10. 13 damage. Jesus. Okay.
Mitigated somewhat because of the water?
No. Stop that.
I had to try.
The round cannonball I'll give you.
Okay.
That's 53 damage in total.
Wait, what?
That's 53 damage in total.
That it's done? Or that they've done? Or
That they've done to our hull. Yes. The hold. Because we healed for 6. That brought it down to 40. And then that's 13 more damage. It's 53.
Well, you started at 53.
50.
Okay, there was 57 damage, then we healed for 7.
Yep.
Then, the ship as a whole takes more than... Sorry, yeah, I was doing hold, ship, ballista.
Yeah. It's a bunch of confusing nonsense. So
yeah.
That's... Okay, Jesus, let me paint a picture for you guys. Holy shit. So, you got 4 people down there scrambling, just hammering, and trying to... there's water just fucking careening in on you. It's hard to... You're gonna have to use all your strength just to get up against this ship and try to... I imagine Zalu's lifting Klara up by the waist, just here, get up there, and you're just hammering, right? Then all of a sudden, on the right-hand side of the ship, blam! This giant ballista bolt is gonna come crashing through, and more water is gonna come. It's looking really bad. The ship's gonna start to lean a bit to the right. You're taking on a lot of water.
Oh, my. Oh.
There's no way they can keep up with this if this keeps up in the hold. There's no way. They're technically damn near over the limit now. Now, let's see if we can save. The Bloody Rift rolls a 13. What's your spell save DC?
Sorry, it was muted. 14.
So no, they do not. So they're going to continue to be on fire, so that's good. They're also going to start to turn away a little bit. They're going to start to motion this way a bit, and it looks like they're going to try and maybe turn inward next. Glittering Prize, your turn.
Can I... does that mean they're leaving, or does that mean they're trying to point something else at us? I can't tell.
Well, they're turning starboard, which would point them back in your direction, basically. But it looks like they might be trying to circle you, because they know they're faster.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So I'm assuming that. So looking at where Marrek is standing on the quarterdeck, having come up to the top, big old fireball, and then big ballista from their side, clearly just comes slamming in. Marrek can't see below deck, but he can tell it did some serious damage, right?
You can feel it in the ship.
And the ship is starting to list a little bit. what's the sense of without hit points being part of this? What's the sense that Marrek would get about how dire this is? And I know anything is dire, roughly, but I mean, on a scale of 1 to 10, how dire does would he feel this is?
Here's what we're going to do. Let's put this into numbers. So let's say that there's 100 hit points for the hold, right? Let's just say that. Let's see. Here's what we're going to do each round now. As of now, until this ship gets repaired to a point where it's not flooding below. Klara, for the first one, I want you to do me a favor, roll a D100, because you've taken on a lot of water. And then gradually we're going to scale that back. So next time, as of now, you're going to roll a D20, and so on and so forth. As you fix this, it's going to taper off. But for the first one, I need you to roll a D100 for me.
Okay. 26.
26. So you have... 74 hit points left. So you're going to start to feel the ship list a bit. Like I said, it's going to start tilting to the right and like just enough for objects to start to slide a little bit. You could feel it definitely. You've taken a significant amount of damage below deck.
Okay. Yep. I just want to get a sense of, without being down there, what would Marrek feel like? Like, are we about to sink, or is it possible to still, fingers crossed, we'll be able to take care of it? That's all. So, okay, got it.
Yeah, you basically need this to stop now to save things.
Okay. Okay. Well, if he would feel like that was the case, so he's just imagining what's going on in the hold. Basically, as far as he's concerned, it probably feels like it's just flooded, like completely. It's about to, people are floating to the top. There's no idea. So, all right. So Marrek is he's going to turn away from Eliwrath, and he's going to look over the aft towards the back of the ship, and he's going to put his hands on the railing that's there. And he's going to say, inwardly, he's going to say, okay, fix it. Fix this.
Oh.
Are you sure? I wouldn't want to harm your sensibilities.
I just don't want to sink a ship without having tried everything I could. So, just fix this.
Take out your knife.
Marrek will take out his dagger.
Time is of the essence, so we can't be as gentle about this as I normally would like to be. I want you to stab yourself through your left palm.
Marrek will take a big, deep breath, and then he's going to go... and then he's just going to stab straight through his palm.
I can't imagine the pain that comes with something like that.
Yeah.
He's readying himself. I mean, he's like steeling himself for it. I know it's going to be painful, but it's not going to be a surprise.
Now twist.
He just immediately, there's no hesitation. There's no like, oh, I guess it'll hurt, but I'll do it. He's just doing it, almost detaching himself from the actions that he's taking. Right? He's sort of dissociating his mind from his physical body as much as he can. Yes, of course, there's pain, but he's not. If you were to look at his face, it would almost be. He's not going to be wincing in pain. It's almost like, yeah, I know, it hurts.
Blood is just going to. Dripping is not the word. It is running out of Marrek's hand. It is sloshed all along the side of the ship. It is dripping down, and there's two things. There's a blackish aura that's going to encapsulate Marrek, and this blood is going to almost have a bright red glow to it. And you're going to, like, Marrek would be able to look over the side and see this blood kind of reaching out, like it kind of takes on a life of its own, like tendrils. And it's going to slip below the surface of the water and almost hug the side of the ship. And as everyone is scrambling down below, Klara, could you do me a favor? Give me a d20.
Okay. Let me try that again. It didn't register.
17.
I'm really glad that first one didn't register. Yay.
So we're going to shave 17 more hit points off the... so that's more water coming in. So
oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Well,
it's almost up to your waist. Like, it's looking desperate. And then all of a sudden, this water's going to stop. Dead. Like, stop dead. And you're going to see this reddish aura over the hole, like it's plastic wrap, like it's sealing the outside. What would your reaction be to that?
I think it's like a red aura.
Mm-hmm.
I think right off the bat there would be fear, because red usually signifies bad. She might even assume it's a fire at first or something. But as she stares at it longer, she realizes it's some sort of magical barrier, I would imagine, because less water and not a fire. And she's probably like shaking a little bit, but she'll just... And then, honestly, probably just get back to doing what she's doing, because whatever's happening over there, it's fixed for right now, and she has a lot of other things to deal with right now.
So you're going to stop working on that hole?
I would imagine that she would start trying to fix other problems with the ship, or, well, I don't know, what... I'd worry that touching it, and I imagine she would worry about this too, it's like, okay, that stopped. If I touch it, will that fuck up someone's spell? Will that interrupt their concentration? Because after the initial realizing it's a spell of some sort, she'd probably assume it was someone on the ship casting that spell.
Right, and imagine that this is on the outside of the ship. Like, okay, there's the inside, and then there's the thick wooden planks, and then there's the outside.
Oh, okay, so she can still reach it without touching this barrier. Then,
exactly.
Yeah, she'd probably still be working on... The way that was described, I thought it was on, like, both sides for some reason, like cellophane. Yeah, no, okay. She'd probably continue to fix it then, once she realizes things are okay. And just fill that with whatever the fuck is nearby. Old rope, perhaps. Some sap. This blog hasn't been updated since 2018, by the way.
Well, I don't think there's been a lot of new advancements in pirate ship technology, honestly.
That's fair.
So it's
yeah,
probably
that's fair.
fine.
Yeah. But yeah, she'd continue fixing it as best she could.
So.
Buttons. Sorry, I'll mute.
Then the spell's going to fail, and you drown. So, this is going to be kind of shocking. Zalu's going to be noticeably shaken. Like, this upsets her. Like, this is spooky time, magic nonsense. She doesn't dig it. But she's just going to start pounding away with everybody else and try to get these holes, just in case it fails. Like, who knows how long you have. If it buys you 2 minutes, fucking cool. That's 2 minutes we didn't have. And this voice now, noticeably louder in Marrek's head. That should hold for a few hours. We could always make further repairs and perhaps some upgrades if you'd like later.
Honestly, Marrek isn't going to even respond. He's not like, fuck you, but he's also just, right. He's done. He got what he needed. So he's going to, assuming that Marrek feels that this is appropriate, he would just quickly remove the dagger from his hand. The ritual's over. He'll just...
Yes. Could you do me a favor?
Yes.
Could you roll 2 stress die, please?
Oh, Jesus, I didn't think about that. Why didn't you... You should have told me. I would never have done... I'm kidding.
Oh, shit, that's a 4. Okay, can I tell you something?
Oh, no. Boy.
Don't roll another 4.
Okay. Oh,
he won't. It's fine.
No,
I believe you, Marrek.
I've had really bad rolls today, so this is going to be a 1.
Oh. All right, who's jumping? I'm jumping first.
Okay, down and chip.
Let's roll who see who's jumping first. I want the dinghy. I get to take one more person.
Oh,
Take
no.
Thorine.
Okay,
Nah,
Jesus. One thing at a time. One thing at a time. You are out of stress die.
All right, I'm sorry, everybody.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop
No.
it!
I was
Stop
trying to
saying
help.
sorry.
This is
You
great.
did
You
help.
did.
Well,
You
for a
saved us.
minute until I
Well,
destroyed
A
everybody.
few hours.
They'll save us from you.
We are
Alright.
slightly more likely to survive a werewolf than we
That's
are
true.
to survive drowning.
That's true. That's true.
Specifically Klara, but also the rest of the ship.
Okay, fair. All right.
Okay.
Okay. All right. We'll get there.
Holy shit. Are you firing the cannon on this turn?
Is that going to affect Marrek?
Let's not worry about Marrek right now.
But yeah, that was my thought. Hit them while they're,
Yeah.
hit them while they're down.
Yeah, Variis doesn't know what's going on. Like, he knows we're taking on damage. He knows we
Yep.
got hit, but he doesn't know anything about Marrek. He doesn't know any of that. And he really probably hasn't even been paying attention to, like, see the magic kind of go on the outside because he's been too busy just trying to load the cannon with whoever's helping him
Yeah.
and prepare to fire. So as fast as he can, he's going to be taking those shots.
Goodness.
All right, give me another one.
Ready?
Oh, no.
No. That's a 7.
There goes.
Can the other person like help a little bit because they're there? Not.
Tell them where to
I'm
aim
trying
or
not to be
something.
like rude or whatever,
Well-
but like, can they give him an advantage or something?
Well, I mean, I can even. So I picture this as he's getting ready to hit, to shoot, and all of a sudden the last shot from the ballista hit a second before he essentially lit the fuse. So it's kind of that exchange going back and forth. The rocking of the boat is every time you get hit, or
Yeah.
the waves, or any of that. That's the way that I picture
Sorry.
it.
Yeah.
No. No, that makes total sense. So boom, again, cannon's gonna fire. And up top, on the main deck, you're gonna hear blam, you're gonna hear your cannon go off, and then you're gonna hear 6 more go off.
What?
And you're gonna see cannonballs streak over the mast of your ship and careen toward the Bloody Rift. And if you were to turn around, you would see about 100 yards away, about 300 feet away, you'd see the Splendid Superior firing at your attacker.
What?
Aw, that's so nice.
Damn you! But thank you.
I was wondering, like literally last episode, I was wondering if that was something that could possibly happen. Maybe there'll be an
Aw.
unlikely team up.
Those
Against
fuckers are gonna
the
be like, yeah,
werewolf.
we saved everybody's asses on this ship because we're the Royals.
Royals!
Yes.
They can be our queen bee. And then there's a cup song, I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that was the same thing. Cool. I don't
They're going to
remember
do
who got
91
mine.
damage.
God.
Fuck you guys.
Jeez, at
Where
10,
are those
9, 9.
nines? Where the fuck were those nines when I needed nines?
Seriously? Okay, hold on.
In all honesty,
9?
Jason's been the only one rolling well.
So
It's only
sorry.
been Jason.
The last good roll was Eliwrath's perception. I swear to fucking God. At the opening of this
was.
episode, it was like 19.
Jesus.
That was our last good roll.
Oh my god. So, 91 damage.
She made.
So you're going to watch this fire climb up the mast of their ship, and you're going to watch 4 of these 6 cannonballs just blam, just rocket into the side of their ship, and you're going to watch as they rapidly start listing to the left, and you're going to watch people abandon ship. They are fleeing.
Oh, thank God.
I think that's a good time for us to stop for the evening.
Oh.
Wow.
And the next time, we're going to have to deal with a werewolf.
Oh,
Okay,
shit.
so is that what happens when you run out of stress die?
He wolfs out, yes.
Okay, I didn't know if it was like, all right, the next hit you take, or
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, maybe nothing will happen.
maybe
I mean,
Maybe.
yeah.
a
I
compassion.
have a plan. I know what Variis is going to do.
Good.
Run.
No.
Oh.
Push.
I wasn't joking when I was like, Eliwrath would probably like tackle you into the water.
Yeah.
Oh, stop going in the water, Eliwrath.
She can swim.
Like jumping on a grenade.
That's better than other people going into the water. Fair
Well,
enough.
I have a series of attacks that I could do that will push them off the boat.
Well, hang on. What? Oh, I
Let's
was
hear him out.
no. Because then I'm like, wait, that sounds like a good idea, but then also
I mean, he has a whole other hand that he could be stabbing at any moment. So maybe we can.
Well, no, I'm like, oh no, would that be enough to shock him out of werewolfness? Is that how that works?
I think unconscious. That's really it.
Unconsciousness works.
Unconsciousness is the only thing that works.
Okay.
There's no
mean,
like,
but-
look into my eyes, don't you love none of that shit.
Gross.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I
There's
guarantee
Moonbeam.
you, if Variis goes up to the quarterdeck and he sees a werewolf hulking out, attacking Eliwrath, he's going to do whatever he can to kick that werewolf off the boat.
That's valid.
Yeah. No
That's
That
shit.
adds up. No, that adds up. Like
Yeah.
that's all that checks out.
2 plus 2 is 4.
Yeah.
I'm concerned about the fact that he's right there with Eliwrath.
That's what I'm. And Eliwrath.
Eliwrath, you keep finding
by
yourself
herself.
around werewolves.
She does.
This will
And
not
last
go.
time-
yeah,
Last
emotion-
time she fled. This time that is not an option, and also she is protecting more people.
Yeah.
Avalan's
So-
like right there. He's just like on the main deck, right? Those are just
Yeah.
stairs. So you
Yeah.
should be able to see what's going on.
Aren't
which
you
will
in
be
the hold?
interesting.
And Varys
Oh,
after
wait,
the,
yeah, I thought you were in the hold.
Bloody Rift.
Oh yeah, I ran to the hole. That's right.
Oh.
Yeah,
Well,
I
after seeing
was
the-
told.
The Bloody Rift start to go away, then Varys is going to be sprinting up with his 45 movement.
Everything's gonna be great.
It'll be fun. It'll work out.
Okay, all that said, narratively speaking, fucking Jasper, sometimes you have like a
Yes.
gift, and I'm like,
Yeah.
holy shit, like I could pick, it was cinematic in my head, like the ship going down, everything's fucked, and like you throw the fireball, and that doesn't help enough, and then the deal, like that amazing
deal.
timing is
Well,
like,
Oh yeah, it was great.
yeah.
Well, thank you. I mean, honestly, I feel like there's so many levers to pull, and at some point you kind of run out of levers, and
Mm-hmm.
there's 3 big levers with Marrek. One is cooking a really nice meal for everybody. Another one is
This.
turning into a werewolf. Another one is he's kind of got some help that he kind of doesn't want to have, but if it's going to save people, then
Yeah.
I mean, what happened before was, hey, can we slow down the royals? Oh, it might kill them? Well, then that's my boundary. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Hey, can you save everybody here? Well, yeah. Okay, then do that. Fine. Whatever. I'll deal with the consequences later. But I forgot about the consequences about that.
The other consequences.
Lever. Yeah.
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 I mean, which
Sorry.
makes complete sense. But I
No.
wonder if turning into a werewolf and having less of like your conscious self,
Yeah.
I wonder if that's going to affect
Marrek.
the possession at all. Yeah. Jason's just
Oh no.
yes.
Smile.
Interesting.
So
Oh, no.
does he become a demonic werewolf? I don't know.
Oh, God.
Possessed
That'd be
werewolf.
amazing.
Oh jeez.
Look at that dance!
Oh
Look
my
at that
God.
dance!
And we have video to prove it.
So fun fact, before we tackle any of the other stuff, werewolves come in 6 lovely flavors. So
Oh shit.
yeah.
One
From
of the
one,
good flavors.
well, it
Like,
has
if
to
we
do
get like
with
the chocolate
Butterscotch.
chip.
One is butterscotch.
one.
Spare
We
so
get like the mint brownie of werewolves, like a really great flavor that not a lot of people have. Like, can we?
So okay, because of Marrek's level, there are 6 levels of werewolves, right? There's 1 through 6. 6 being an abomination against gods. Like it is, like that is a threat that you don't want. Obviously, what you're going to be dealing with is a level 3 werewolf.
Okay.
It is a challenge rating of about 8 or so.
That's pretty nasty at our current level.
With its multi-attack, and look,
Look, why are we factoring in attacks already? We don't know if it's gonna attack. It might.
Yeah.
Marrek
would never.
Yeah, but there's a lot. There's a lot going on. So like,
I'm a werewolf.
Look at that apex predator.
It's like devil for the witch type stuff here, but
dude, I'm really excited for the next one. I'm sorry your entire session was just, let's not die.
I mean, some sessions are just
great.
not die.
That's very satisfying.
Maybe the Royals will help. Maybe the Royals will help slay a werewolf.
No.
Whatever.
Honestly, I'm so excited for this dynamic.
I don't think we're gonna.
We kind of owe him one.
Oh, that's very close.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to be beholden to these people.
Oh, we are.
They've been nothing
we
but
are.
nice to
We
you.
already are. They have been less than nice to Klara specifically.
Look, man,
They
get
were
over it. It was
racist.
one exchange.
No.
It was one exchange.
This
They
is
were
judge people
one
by their
unit
actions.
of racist.
This is the part of the movie where the zombie almost has us, and you see like it's shot in the head from like behind you, and it's just the Royals with a smoking gun and a hard penis. They know what they did. They know what they did.
Mav looks like a guy with a pretty hard dick.
He's always
He's always rocking a half chub. Yeah.
Always
Seems like
He's always a little erect.
That's something that happened in Dragonlance a lot. Is like everyone get really horny after fighting, and I feel like Mav's that type.
Wow.
Yeah, that was just like they'd be covered in blood, and they describe how they were covered in blood as they were making out. Dragonlance can get weird.
That's weird.
Yeah, it can get a little off.
So Arc 3 is getting hairy. Ha 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 ha. I'm sorry. Please don't leave. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Again, Patreon. You know all about our Patreon at patreon.com/DANDR. There's tons of stuff. A new Vampire the Masquerade episode is getting ready to go up. And again, we're making changes to everything heading in the new year. If there's a show or something that you've always wanted us to do, but you just haven't seen us offer it, we might not know about it. Please send us an email. Let us know. Comment below. Tell us about it so that we can maybe try to implement it going into 2020. Beyond that, we're still working hard on the book, and you can check out previews of it on our Kickstarter page, and we'll be giving updates on that pretty much every other week, something like that. We usually post our meetings and give you status updates on everything. Artwork is pouring in, and we're just about to start getting thumbnails of layout. That's where the book starts becoming a book. You only have a few more days to pre-order if you haven't had the chance yet, because on November 15th, we are stopping pre-orders. We got to lock things down so we know exactly what we're going to be shipping and the logistics of all that, and that's got to be done pretty far in advance. So get your copy now if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much, and we will see you next week with a brand new episode. Take care, everybody.